Hello, my name is Karina and this is my perfume map. Today I wanted to talk about buying secondhand perfumes. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that that's kind of like a hobby slash passion, maybe even like part of my belief system. I just love buying secondhand things, including fragrances, and I was going to show you some of the ones I've purchased lately. So the first batch I want to show you is a lot I picked up from Shop Goodwill. I was the only bidder on it, so I paid $14.99, and then I picked it up in person so I didn't have to pay shipping. The first thing in the lot, it just had a couple things that I thought were interesting. I didn't have any, well, I had one of these things already in my collection, but so this is Kyoto Flower Haiku by Avon. I have the original Haiku. It's kind of a fresh green bamboo kind of fragrance. I believe it has bamboo in it. This one is like a cherry blossom, and I'm not really into cherry blossom. Like, I know Bath and Body Works has one and I don't have it because it's kind of intense. Cherry blossom can smell really shampooey, but this one I like it. I really like it. This is like super clean, super shampooey clean, but in a way I like there's a little bit of a bite to it. And this kind of fresh, sweet, clean floral is absolutely my favorite. Like, I've realized over the last year that like I'm getting a little picky, and I seem to just always want fresh, sweet florals. And this is one that I will be enjoying in my collection, and is still available, so you can get it. I just like to buy used because if you break down all these items, you know, I'm paying like $3 an item or something when I can get these lots. So yeah, that's Kyoto Flower by Avon. The next thing came with a lotion. I don't really like to buy used lotions, but I tried this one, it's fine. But it came with the perfume. It's about a little more than half the bottle. This is also by Avon, Little Red Dress. And the perfumer is Sonia Constant. And I have a few of her other perfumes. I'm forgetting which one like I really, really like that made me want to buy more by her. I'm not using notes. Oh, this is really good though, you guys. This kind of reminds me of Hot Couture by Givenchy. It's not a dupe of it, but it's got kind of like a red plasticky smell with like a spicy, smoky fragrance in the base. It's super long lasting. It has raspberry in it as well. I think this was discontinued by Avon, but it's still, you can still get it for under 30, like a full bottle on eBay. But if you can find it used, this is really, really good. It's got like yeah, like a really earthy, smoky, like pleathery, leathery, plasticky smell. Like when I first spray it, it kind of smells like if you had a fake plastic red lipstick, but it had a fragrance. But it's really long lasting, and it's just like a sandalwood base, but it's like a spicy sandalwood. I'm really excited about this, and I'm really glad that I got it. This is one of the reasons why I do the lots, is I can sometimes end up with like a new favorite, and I've been wearing this the last couple days because it's just really enjoyable. If you have any of these, there's like a little black dress, there's a white dress, a red dress. If you have any of the other ones, let me know in the comments which ones I should look for. Then I have, this actually came sealed in the box. So this was new. This is Miss Boucheron, and the perfumers are Anne Filippo and Dominique Ropion. And this one is still available. It's on eBay for like 25 bucks. It also has raspberry in it. You know, sometimes I think like these lots they all came together, like whoever donated them, because they'll be like really similar notes. Like all of these are kind of like pink or red, like fragrances, and these both have raspberry, and they're kind of similar. But this one is fresher. It's not spicy at all, but it's a fresh, clean raspberry fragrance. It's not like particularly mind-blowing, but it does have some like, you know, fancy noses behind it, and it smells really well done, even if it's kind of just like a fresh fruity. but I like that. So this is Miss Boucheron, and like I said, this is available. I looked it up on eBay. You can get it for like 25 bucks. And then I saw this in there. This is maybe this is like a 1 ounce bottle, half full of Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. Now this is weird. I don't know. Maybe it will. It says EDP. This is not nearly as strong as I remember this fragrance being. I've tested this fragrance at Sam's Club, like wasn't even too long ago, and I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, like I put it on one hand and I was kind of like embarrassed while I was walking through Sam's because I just felt like I smelled really strong and sweet. And this one is like, I don't know, like if there are fakes of this one out there, like this could be one. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't, tell me if you have this bottle. I definitely smell like that Juicy Couture fragrance where it's like there's kind of a caramel floral fragrance, but this is like pretty light. I don't know, maybe my nose is just burning out from like smelling all these fragrances, but I'm smelling it again now and I feel the same way. Like I would never feel embarrassed wearing this. So I don't know if maybe this is just a weak batch, if it's not real. Like sometimes you can find fragrances like this maybe on like Temu or something. I don't know. The person used like half of it, so I don't know. I would think that it's real. I don't think that Viva La Juicy is like a super faked fragrance, but anyway, it's just not as strong as I remember. But it smells good. There's nothing wrong with it. It just almost smells more like a clean fragrance than like a super caramely floral fragrance. And then there's a tiny mini of Red Door. I have like a lot of Red Door now. There's one thing I've learned from buying used fragrances is that there's a lot of Red Door and white diamonds. Like, I don't think you ever need to buy a new bottle of white diamonds. Oh yeah, good. I like Red Door. Red Door has kind of that red fragrance smell. If you've smelled like Charlie Red or it does kind of smell like a Elizabeth Taylor fragrance, even though this is Elizabeth Arden. This is very floral. I think this is more vintage. I don't think this is like the newest version of Red Door. But it's really nice. It's a strong red floral. It's like red florals and tuberose. A little, it smells like there's carnation in here. Definitely on the vintage side, but you'll smell good wearing that. So I got that. And then I bought another lot and it had this in it. This is Shakira Elixir, and I was excited to buy that lot because this was in there. This isn't why I bought it, because I paid more than this perfume would cost if I bought it new. This is really good though. It kind of reminds me of Kim Kardashian Gold. It doesn't get compared to that, but I think it smells a lot like that. People were comparing it to the Halle Berry fragrance, which I also have, but I don't think it smells like that. I really get Kim Kardashian Gold, but the dry down is a little bit more spicy and incensey. It's not quite as sweet. It's a good fragrance. I'm happy to have it. I was going to show you what was in the lot. There was just one bottle of perfume in this lot. And trying not to show my face, but so it had 2 of these like silver plated mirrors. It's like a big heavy mirror. Like this is so heavy. Trying not to show you my face. Okay. Yeah. So two mirrors, and then it had this thing that I thought was really cool. It's like a very old magnifying glass, and the glass is kind of blue. I don't know what that's called. It's a little bit dusty, and it's got a jade handle, and it's a good magnifying glass. Let me see. I can show you. Kind of need a magnifying glass. Anyway, it's just neat. I thought it was like neat looking. And then there was this faux pearl clutch, also vintage. And the reason why I'm showing you this is I buy stuff like this so I can resell it. I'll keep some of it, like I'll keep it around for like decorating. These are cute. They're like little driving white gloves, vintage. Those are really clean. This might be upsetting. I'm about to show a fur if you're not into that. I'm not into wearing fur, but I will buy vintage furs because they do actually resell. And this was part of a lot. I wasn't actually looking for fur, but this is a ermine scarf. It's got kind of a creepy little tail on it, and then it's got there's a hole here so you can wrap the scarf around your neck. And I've never really worn fur on purpose. I used to have this stole that I wore, and my friend, this was years and years ago in my 20s. My friend was like, you don't really strike me as like a fur person, but like I like your fur stole. And I was like, oh, it's not a real fur. And she's like, let me see it. And I handed her it. She's like, oh, this is a real fur. This is 100% rabbit. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that I didn't know that this was real. And she's like, it's definitely real. And I didn't stop wearing it. And then somebody stole it, actually, from me at work. But, oh, and then there is this is a vintage hairbrush. It's kind of cool. This is like porcelain, like a blue porcelain hairbrush. And then these, I've had pretty good experience selling these. This is a silver-plated compact. This one isn't like particularly interesting. I've sold some like Art Deco ones for like a good amount of money, but you know, the mirror, just people collect stuff like this, and I like to just keep it around for a little while and then I'll sell some. But I just kind of like boudoir stuff. I don't know. Ever since I was a little girl, I've just always liked the idea of like a super ladylike dressing table, even though like I just don't consider myself to be like that. Like I'm not super into like self-care. I know that sounds weird, but I just mean like, you know, getting nails done and doing my hair and stuff is not really my thing, but I still like it. And this is just like a little trinket. I don't think this is that vintage or fancy. This could be like an Avon piece actually, and it's just like a little ring dish or a trinket trinket dish. Anyway, yeah, so I got that, and then this was in there. So I was the only bidder again. No, actually there might have been one other one, because I did go up a little bit on that one because I knew I had reselling pieces in it. And I got it for $19. And I think the opening bid was $14.99. And then this last thing I bought this on eBay from a seller that looked like they weren't a fragrance seller. They were just selling their own stuff. And they had this at a really good price, and it's practically full. And I only have like a 7 mil or a 10 mil of this. And I realized I really liked it. And then this is going up in price. You can still get one without a cap for like $25, but the new in box, a lot of them are going now for like $50, and I didn't want to pay that. So I got this used for a really good price on eBay. And people always say they don't like these bottles because they're so big, and I did not realize like how big they are. You can't really tell looking at it probably on a screen, but this is a huge bottle. If you've ever seen Haiku, maybe that will show you. I mean, it's massive. And yeah, the base is so big, but I really like this fragrance. It's like a coconut patchouli, and yeah, I'm excited to wear that this winter. Oh, I was gonna say that I also have been wearing Vampire Blood. I didn't buy this used, but this is like similar, I think, to like the red dress. And then I was comparing the red dress to my little dupe of Hot Couture by Givenchy, and yeah, it's similar. It's very similar. It's not the same perfumer. Like the same perfumer who makes Hot Couture does not make Little Red Dress. But if you like Hot Couture and you see a bottle of Little Red Dress, I think you would like it. It's the same kind of thing, like a smoky raspberry kind of makeup-y, plasticky, pleathery fragrance. This is good. This was only $2.50. This was from what are they called? Wholesale perfume oils. So anyway, yeah, that's my little haul. That's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a great weekend. The weather's beautiful. I'm kind of covered in thorns actually because my son and I were throwing the football. I like doing that. And the weather's right for it. And we kept throwing it into my weed patch because I'm better at throwing than catching. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Subscribe.